in this passage is the fact that thou art Christ, the Son of Jesus Christ, is going to build his church on. So he's going to build it on himself, and that's what the truth is. That's what the church is built on. And look in verse 19, and I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Now, you know how we were talking about, things coming out of the pit of hell, and, I think sometimes we may misunderstand this verse 18, where it says, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And we think that, the church is going to storm the gates of hell, because you've got the armies of hell, and then you've got the armies of God, and there's this fight between hell and between us. But when you think about it, how does that make sense? Why would we storm the gates of hell? Because why would we be like running and charging into hell? Because isn't hell the place where God sends people to get punished? And then the gates, they say the gates are defensive, right? So if hell has gates, why are believers charging into hell? It doesn't make sense, right? So I was just thinking about this verse, and I was thinking, it says, upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. I think I've always understood this verse as the it being the church. He's saying the gates of hell shall not prevail against the church. But what if the it is the rock? And it's saying, upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against the rock. Why? Because Jesus Christ went to hell, right? And he paid for our sins, and he got the keys of death and hell, and it's saying the gates couldn't keep him in, because he can open those gates and get out. So I'm just wondering whether that's another explanation to that verse, because it makes more sense to me that, the it is referring to the rock, and the fact that Jesus Christ cannot be kept in hell, but if somebody goes to hell, they can't get out, because nothing else can get past those gates. Only Jesus Christ can let somebody out of those gates. But Jesus Christ in Revelation 1:18 has the keys of death and of hell. So the gates of hell will prevail against it, the rock, and that's how we know we have hope in hell, because he owns the keys. And I just thought it was interesting that it talks about the gates of hell not prevailing against it, which could be the rock, and then verse 19 talks about more keys, and I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven. So not only does Jesus have the keys of death and of hell, but he also has the keys of the kingdom of heaven, because he's the owner of all those places. So hell is God's righteous judgment. It's not Satan's headquarters. So another verse that I thought about, Matthew 23, where we get this idea of these hell's minions. It says here, in Matthew 23, it says, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayer. Therefore ye shall receive the greater damnation. So just keep that in mind. And then it's in verse 15, it says, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you compass sea and land to make one proselyte or convert, and when he is made, you make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves. So I was thinking, when I was thinking about this whole hell's minions and everything, I thought of this verse, and I'm thinking, what about the child of hell in Matthew 23? So then is it like a hell's minions child of hell, or is it just saying that in verse 14, you for a pretense make long prayer, therefore you shall receive the greater condemnation, the greater damnation, so they're a child of hell in the sense that they're going to be condemned to hell. And it's saying that you compass the land to make one proselyte, and when he's made, you make him twofold more the child of hell than yourself. Meaning that they created this convert, and now he's even worthy of twofold the damnation that they're worthy of. Not that they are somehow sent from hell and are one of minions from hell. Anyway, just a thought there, just to be consistent with this whole idea that hell is not Satan's headquarters. And another verse I just wanted to show you in regard to this subject as well. There's one thing I can't explain yet. Maybe you guys can in the context of this understanding. But the beast in Revelation 17 comes out of the bottom of the pit. I'm not 100% sure what that beast is yet. So maybe Kevin, you might know. But I just wanted to show you this verse in Revelation 9, because in Revelation 9 we do see creatures coming out of hell. Right? So this idea of these hell's minions, right? So look at what these creatures do. It says, and the fifth angel sounded, Now I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. So, I guess I would say that that's the key given from Jesus Christ to this angel. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there rose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth had power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. So this is one of the judgments of God in Revelation. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months, and their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And it goes on to describe these creatures that come out of the bottomless pit, which we believe creatures that come out of the bottomless pit, which we believe I just want to make clear, it just supports that point that, hell is God's judgment. It's not Satan's headquarters. Satan is not sending out these minions from hell. Who is? God sent them out. Right? So God opened up hell and allowed the creatures from hell to come onto the earth to torment the men on the earth as a punishment. And it's almost like there's a period as a punishment, and it's almost like there's a period one to die. Look at what it says here. It says, and in those days shall seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. That's what hell is going to be like. Hell is going to be a place where people want to die, where they want it to be over, they want it to stop, but it won't. It just goes on forever and ever and ever. Men shall seek death, and shall not find it. They'll desire to die, but death will flee from them. So I just thought it was interesting there that these creatures coming out of hell are not sent by Satan, but these creatures coming out from hell are sent by God and are actually a judgment of God on unbelievers. Because Satan has not even gone to show this verse in Matthew 25:41. It's not a place that he rules from.
Stay wary. Pick your shots.
Isaiah 14. This is a parable about the king of Babylon that we can apply to Satan. It says here in Isaiah 14:9, hell from beneath. So again, hell is beneath us, in the center of the earth. It is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. So the people in hell are seeing Satan cast in hell and thinking, you've become like one of us, like you've come to hell as well to be punished. And isn't it funny how it says thy pomp, so the pride of Satan is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. So it shows here that Satan is this musical creature, isn't he? The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nation? So the reason why we believe that this passage is not just talking about a physical person, but it's actually talking about Satan as well, is because no man has fallen from heaven. Oh, it's because no man has fallen from heaven.